We've got both the human and the animal variety joining us now because my next guest is part of our Get to Know Do You Know Townsville segment that we do each week with the Townsville Community Information Centre, where we find out what makes Townsville such an interesting place to live and work. And if you love animals, then you might have come across Wyld Hearts Sanctuary and the work that they do in the local community, because they're dedicated to raising, rescuing, rehabilitating and rehoming animals. They've had some amazing success stories. You can be a part of it. Yvette Kelly is with us this morning. Yvette, welcome to the show. Hello.
Good morning. Thank you for having me here, Michael.
It's nice to have you here. You've brought your son DJ. He's here as well. But you've also brought another very special, well, could I call it a family member?
Well, Coda is a part of the rescue, so he is looking for his forever family at the moment. So I thought I'd bring him out for an outing. He's undergoing some training to be better behaved, and I thought
it's been pretty behaved so far.
There's a lot of effort and time behind the scenes that goes into that, and I thought this was a really good outing for him to practice what he's learned and then get to meet everyone via the radio.
Oh, that's beautiful. Coda is a beautiful dog, a husky. And what sort of colour would you call? Because that's not a dark husky, is it?
No, he's classed as a red and white husky, and you'll see he has got what they call bi-eyed, so he's got the different coloured eyes, and he is extremely handsome.
Oh, he has too.
Yeah. He's actually got brown and blue in one eye and blue and brown in the other eye, so...
Yeah, he's just magnificent, a beautiful coat. How old is Coda?
He's just over a year old.
So he's only a puppy.
Yeah, he's only a puppy.
Only a puppy. And a well-behaved puppy he is too. DJ is going to be Coda Wrangler if he gets a bit too excited. But has he been into a radio studio before?
No, never. I don't think any of us have. First time for everyone.
Now, this is not just the only member of your rescue team at the moment. Tell us what you've got at Wyld Hearts right now.
So we mainly a lot of farm animals. We really don't do a lot of dogs, and we don't do cats. There's plenty of reputable other rescues around that sort of take the majority of those, but there's not really a lot for farm animals. So talking about goats, cows, sheep, pigs, roosters, all those larger animals that are really hard to find homes for. We offer them sort of long-term sanctuary and a safe place to call home. And if a suitable home becomes available that meets all the criteria and their needs, then, we're happy to rehome what we've got.
Is it a challenge to rehome a farm animal?
Absolutely, definitely. We certainly have a lot more requests for surrenders than what we do have for rehoming. However, goats have been quite a little bit easier to adopt, especially when they're young babies. They're really, really cute. But also, we've got the responsibility of ensuring that it's a lifelong home. So everyone loves these really cute animals when they're small, but farm animals grow up. And we are talking about a 10 to 20 year commitment for these animals. So we really want to make sure that when they do get rehomed, that it is for their life.
Why do they come to you? Because I guess I, like many people, would think if you're running a farm, the animals stay with you for the duration of their lives on the farm. How do they find their way to you?
Yep. So we get a lot of requests, and we really maintain a very positive aspect and an open door policy. So we have no judgments and no negativity that's associated with any surrenders. People's lives change, and I think in the last few years we've really seen the challenges of life. There's marriage breakdowns, there's homelessness, there's cancer, there's family members dying. And sometimes those circumstances will mean that their animals have to be rehomed because they're no longer able to keep them.
And for a lot of us, financial situations have changed in recent years, haven't they?
Absolutely. Definitely financial constraints. I can tell you all about that. That is a big part in it as well. You know, we can never foresee. We don't know what's going to happen to our lives in 12 months, 2 years, 5 years time, and I think if all the decisions are made with the animal's best interest at heart, you can't go wrong, and it's sad for everyone involved. No one really wants to give up their beloved pet, and they also want to ensure that where they're going to go is somewhere that's safe. We all know that farm animals are very much classified as, meat products. And so there's always that risk there that when people are rehoming, of making sure that, these family pets aren't ending up on the dinner plate, and we can give that assurance at the sanctuary.
And that they have a good life. Well, you've already proven, Yvette, that this is a family affair, hardworking, all members of the family. But can we help you? Are you looking for volunteers or people that make your job a little bit easier?
Yes. So I guess the biggest, there's lots of ways that you can help our sanctuary. Obviously, financial contributions are a huge factor. We are a not-for-profit charity, and we do rely on people's generosity and kindness. So they can head over to our website and find out ways to donate. And in regards to volunteers, we do have a volunteer program. It is a lot more than just, feeding and watering animals. I take a huge responsibility in training. So it's about making sure my volunteers are inducted and know the safe ways to handle animals. I mean, we're talking about large animals here that, to be quite honest, some of them, they can cause serious damage.
Pigs and
injury.
goats have a lot of personality.
Yes.
So does Coda, who wants to now say something into the microphone. Hello, Coda.
He's funny.
He's so happy.
Curious.
You do have some treats hidden away, so maybe that's what he's thinking about.
Yeah, he's like, you haven't given me a treat in 5 minutes, Mum. Hello, where's my treat? But
so you need the right sort of people to help you out, basically.
Absolutely, and it is a big commitment. I'm asking for volunteers to be able to drive out, and we're 45 minutes out of town, to be able to commit to once or twice, once a week, or even at the least once a fortnight.
You're out at the Bowley?
No, out at Majors Creek.
Majors Creek, okay.
Yeah, so head towards Woodstock area. And the volunteer program, I have to have a lot of insurances for a lot of things. As soon as you mention rescue and large animals, insurance companies want to close the doors. But we have got insurance. But I really just need to make sure that, everything's conducted in the best interest of not only the people, but the animals as well. Making sure that every interaction that we have with them is a positive one, and making sure that the people that I train as the volunteers understand and recognise the behaviours, and then follow through. So every interaction you have with an animal is either going to reinforce something, or teach it something.
Well, and you're teaching Coda very well to behave before he gets his treat, which you've just given to him. So very happy dog there. And I guess just finally, it must be so heartwarming for you to see a success story when an animal goes to a forever home.
Absolutely. That's what keeps me going. And knowing that I've found them their forever home and that they are unconditionally loved, and I get stories and I get feedback, and I'm quite, I keep in touch. I've actually got 3 goats that I adopted out. They're back staying with me while their family goes on holidays, and seeing them so loved and taken care of. And I get picture updates all the time. And, some of the dogs that have had a hard start, they've come and visited me, and it just, my heart bursts with pride and joy and happiness. And I think it's those stories and that feedback